Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shabani, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to install WordPress and Moodle on Ubuntu server. But before we can install WordPress, first we need to install some components like web server applications, database server application, and the language programming. And when talking about the web server, how to build the web server using Ubuntu, we commonly use the LAMP stack, or it stands for Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So those components or those applications are commonly used to build the web server on your Ubuntu or using Ubuntu server. So the first I'm going to install the Apache 2 as our web server, and it's the best practice to upgrade your repository before installing any application or something on Ubuntu server. So you can type this command sudo apt update, and because I have done it, so it didn't take a long time, so I can now start installing the Apache. You can run this command sudo apt install Apache 2 and hit enter, and just wait until the installation is complete. And it's almost done, just wait for it. Okay, now the installation has completed. Afterward, we need to adjust the firewall. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to adjust the firewall configuration or firewall settings to allow the HTTP and HTTPS traffic from our Apache applications. So you can type this command sudo ufw status. You can check the status of your firewall first, and it says it's active. Sudo ufv list. Now you can see there are some options here, and to allow the Apache to, or to allow the firewall setting to allow the HTTP and HTTPS traffic from Apache, you can type this command sudo ufw allow and determine the Apache. So Apache, only if you only type Apache, it's only allowed for HTTP traffic, but if you type Apache full, it will allow the both HTTP and HTTPS traffic. But if you choose the Apache secure, it will allow only HTTPS traffic. So here I choose Apache full and hit enter. Okay, and to check our Apache if it's whether it's working or not, we can go open web browser But first, you need to know your server's IP address first. You can type this IPA and enter. And this is my server IP address, and I just type this address on my web browser. 192.168.38.144. Okay, it works. Okay, just close it and back to the terminal. Okay, after installing Apache, the next step we need to install MySQL as our database server. So you can run the same command like before, sudo apt install. But first, wanna run this command first. Just wanna know about the version of MySQL. If there is the newest version, maybe I'm gonna install the newest one and just scroll up and down. And that's why I'm using SSH, because when I'm logging in using the SSH remote software like Pudi or Mobile Extreme, I can scroll up and down like this. Okay, for my SQL, maybe the newest one is 8.0 versions from SQL client, and my SQL server 8.0 version. Okay, let's install the newest version. Sudo apt install MySQL server 8.0 and MySQL client 8.0 version. Maybe I typed the wrong command or the wrong file name. Let's check it again. It should be MySQL server 8.0. Okay, just add this one. Let's enter it again. Okay, just type yes and wait until the installation is completed. And also don't forget to make sure your Ubuntu server is connected to internet, so you can download some applications that needed to install or before installing the WordPress. To install the other components, you need internet connections, and make sure your server is connected to internet. Okay, the installation is complete for MySQL. Next, I'm gonna do the secure installation for MySQL. You can type MySQL secure installation and hit enter. And here you are prompted to enter or to set the password for user root, or just type your password. I'm gonna use 123 as my password just for this demonstration. I'm sorry, I need to type sudo first before my SQL secure installation. Let's try it again. Okay, connecting to my SQL using a blank password. Okay, just type yes. For the password, you can choose either 0 for low password, 1 for medium, and 2 for strong password. I'll go with 1. And for the next prompt, just type yes, type yes. Okay, all done. Okay, after installing the secure installation for my SQL, the next thing we need to do is to install our language programming PHP, and this is the important one because here I want to install WordPress and Moodle, and for Moodle applications we need some extra extensions for PHP. So here I have pasted some here PHP extensions that needed for installing Moodle, and you can either download it now or later after completing install WordPress. And before installing Moodle you can install the other extensions, but to make it easier I'm gonna install the PHP right now and the other components or extensions that needed when I install the Moodle applications on Ubuntu. So in here I also will install the newest version for PHP. Okay, just add this command sudo apt install. Okay, there are a lot of extensions, and on Ubuntu or Linux we can install multiple applications or files using single command like this, and just type enter and wait until the installation is complete. Okay, uh, there's a problem. The repository cannot find the PHP 8.4. Okay, maybe let's search again. Sudo apt search for PHP. If I can download the newest version, maybe I can download some older versions that available in the repository that I'm using right now. Okay, the repository is only serve the PHP 7.4 version. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, now because my repository is uh, not served, doesn't serve or doesn't uh, facilitate the newest version of PHP, I'll go with the older one with version 7.4. I hope it can still work with my SQL database server. Okay, just delete the H.4 number so it'll only install the available versions in repository, and just hit enter. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. Okay, it's working now. Just wait till the installation is complete. And yeah, for your information, before why did I try to install the newest versions of PHP? Because the newest version of Moodle needs to be installed with the newest version of PHP. That's why I was trying to install the newest one, the H version, H.4 versions. But because uh, my repository didn't have the newest version for PHP, so I will go with the older one with 7.4 versions, and then I think I'm going to install the older versions of Moodle as well, because here I'm only using PHP 7.4. But if you wanna install the newest versions of Moodle, I suggest you to make sure your repository uh, has the PHP within the newest version, at least 8.0 versions, to install the model. Okay, just wait the installation till it's complete. Now it's been complete. For PHP, we have download Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And next thing, the next step, I'm gonna continue installing widget or wget, because I'm gonna use this widget to download Wordpress. So just wait it won't take long time. Okay, and now let's download the Wordpress. You can type this command, widget or wget https wordpress.org/latest.zip. Okay, now the WordPress installation is going on. Okay, now the installation is complete. For WordPress, just type this command ls to see the available uh, files or applications, and this is our uh, WordPress. It's still .zip. There was a problem when I installed this one, so I tried once again, and it's complete, and I think the right one is here. So I'm gonna rename it first and just remove uh, the first, this one that I didn't download it correctly. So to remove the name, you can type this command latest.zip to latest.zip 2, and this one to latest.zip, and hit enter. I'm sorry, .1. And now this is the uninstalled, or is the wrong one, and this is the correct one. And here I think I can remove the playlist.zip too, because I don't need it. Okay, because this is the zip file, we need to unzip this file, and you can type this command sudo unzip your zip file and hit enter. If you're having a problem or this message appears, don't panic and just type this command sudo apt install unzip, okay, and hit enter. Okay, I think it won't take long time. Okay, now let's try it once again. Sudo unzip latest.zip, and now it's correct. Wait, and now our WordPress is available in this uh, file, or in this directory, in my home directory, and we need to copy the content of this WordPress file to the /www/html to our Apache web server. Okay, so let's change our desktop to this repository first, to WordPress repository, and this is the contents of this WordPress repository, and we will copy all of this content to the /r/www/html. So to do this, you can type this command sudo cp-min-r and with asterisk symbol, and to the destination is /var/www/html, and hit enter. Okay, now let's try to see the content from directory /var/www/html. Make sure all of the contents that will appear are the same with this one. Okay, now all of these contents are same except this one, so we need to remove this index.html. Sudo rm min rf index dot oh, I'm sorry, because here I'm still on WordPress directory. I need to change directory, or I don't need to change directory, but just add the directory name like this. So sudo rm for remove min rf, and okay, like this. Because index.html is a file that has a content, so you need to type this command sudo rm using options min rf to force removing this file, or this index.html file. But if you have an empty file, you can just type rm to remove it. Okay, just now hit enter. Let's see again. It's been removed. So after we copy these contents from WordPress to /var/www/html, we need to restart the Apache to service to apply the change that we have made before. So the system control or systemctl restart Apache to and hit enter. Alright, after copying these contents to the /var/www/html directory. Next step, we need to change the ownership of the directory /var/www. So first let's change directory to /var/www first /html. Okay, just to make sure, and move one directory to /var/www. Now you can see the ownership of this directory is still root user, and we need to change the ownership. And to do that, you can type this command sudo chown or change ownership min r uh, and specify the username, and also I'm going to specify the group as well to the /var/www directory and hit enter. Enter your password. Okay. We need to make Apache web server to have a full access to this directory /var/www because we just copied the content from WordPress to this file, and it's okay. It's for Apache web server, and www-data is the default user and default group for Apache web server. Okay. Okay, so after installing the WordPress on our Ubuntu, next let's uh, create the new database and new user for our WordPress in MySQL. So enter the MySQL by type this command, and here we can create database first, and here you type your database name. For example, this is for my WordPress database, and don't forget to type the semicolon at the end of the syntax. Hit enter, and to verify the new database you can type this command show databases, and this is my new database for WordPress. Okay, next create the new user, create user, and username. You can specify the username like you want. For example, here I'm just gonna type this name for my username. Identify it and define the password. For example, I want to use this password just for demonstrations. I suggest you to make the stronger password, and now hit enter. Okay, let's. I think I need to use another password. Okay, let's use the new password. For example, this one. Your password isn't satisfies the current policy requirements. I think I need to make the stronger one with the combination of uh, letters and numbers and special character. Maybe let's try it. Then default type. Okay, let's make the stronger one. Example. I hope it can be success. Okay, so for this one, I need to enter the strong password with the combinations of the upper letter and lower letters, and also special characters and and numbers. Okay. So remember the username and password that will be used to log into our WordPress. Okay. After this one, we will give full access for this user to this database. For this database, so grant all privileges and type your database name with dot and asterisk character and your username and hit enter. Okay, we just created the new database and new username for our WordPress database in MySQL. You can exit. Okay, to start the WordPress installation or setup, open again your web browser and type your server's IP address, the 144. Okay, now the WordPress setup config appears like this. We can select the language. I will go with English and continue. Okay, you can read this one before getting started. You will need to know the following items. You need the database name, database username, database password, host, etc. And we have done. We just created the database name, username, and password. So just continue. Here, type your uh, database name and username here, and your password. This is my password. And for database host and table prefix, just select it like default. Okay, let's try to submit and run the installations. Okay, here you can write your site title. For example, I'm gonna use this, my name, or wait. And this is a username that you will uh, use when log into the WordPress. Here, for example, I'm gonna just type user1, for example, and password, just type this one, confirm password. You can use your email and install WordPress. Okay, let's try to log in. For username, use this one, and for password is 123. Let's log in. Okay, now I have successfully logged into the WordPress. Okay, maybe I'm gonna stop here right now for installing the WordPress on Ubuntu server. Afterward, I'll continue with install the model on Ubuntu server, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.